Ping Pong Ding Dong, did you feel personally slighted when Bryan first moved to Austin? No, it was my idea. I had to talk Bryan into it. He didn't want to. The cleaner says prelims are at 9 out here. God, I probably miss it because we got to be at the field at 10. I think at 9, I'm screwed. Field's an hour away. We're screwed. Slowfit says Connor confirmed he's a 170-pound fighter now. Does that confirm he's not going to fight Justin? I don't know. If they told him guaranteed time.
Out.
Serious talk on the companion?
Austin.
Oh, with the three of us?
No, I want to go out there.
Yeah, I'm torn. I know.
And you're just there. Like, Chin, what do you think?
My life here is dope, though. But, like, for what I do,
I know it is.
like, granted, the commie scene dried the fuck up and all our friends left and it's all this woke shit now, which is whatever.
Yeah, I know.
But remember, that was only one aspect of my life. As far as, I have my partner in the mechanical shop at Bruno, at Sig Motorsport. So I get we're building cars there.
Yeah.
I got, Tigers fucking baseball, which is a big deal for me, man. I don't have a Bruno.
Trucks there.
I don't have a Bruno.
Yeah, no, because there are no guys in Texas like that. Because Texas, they all drive tiny little electric cars. Nobody has a huge truck. Yeah. There's no truck culture in Texas.
I know.
There's definitely no sports culture. Nobody plays baseball. No, sports are. He would
the best baseball players coming out of SoCal, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, listen. Hey, yeah.
Brendan Schaub caught lying once again. The live stream he did today was a doozy. My God, were the lies just flying out of his head. So, he said that someone put in his chat, hey, were you slighted that Bryan moved to Austin first? And Schaub, of course, no, it was me who had to talk him into it. And one of the homeless cats went and found a clip of literally Bryan trying to talk Schaub into moving to Texas. And the reason why it was Callen trying to convince Schaub is because Callen got a residency in Austin, Texas. And Callen had already been trying to move down there because of the Crowder thing, but that didn't work out. And then things had completely gotten bad between the two of them, and Callen just took off. Just moved to Texas. Didn't even tell Schaub where he was living. Didn't want to hang out with him and just started doing his residency at Joe Rogans Comedy Mothership. And Schaub essentially just followed Callen down there. But it just goes into what I believe is the complete psychotic break. This man is probably going to lose it soon here, people. The flame flickers violently right before it goes out, and his CTE is flaring and flickering like a motherfucker right now. This man is dangerous. You ever see that Canadian PSA where the waitress is pouring the coffee on to the guy and she spilled it and he just goes, she spilled my coffee, and then he got up. Like, that's where we're at with Schaub. He's in a dangerous place right now, people. There's only so much you can pretend everything's not crumbling down all around you. This man is sitting in a fucking storage unit lying about, I re-signed that deal 2 months ago, biggest deal ever. No, you didn't. And then this thing, I had to talk Bryan into moving to Austin. He lost his big house, basically. Had to get a smaller house. I'm getting a new house because I need more land. It's a lot less land. Someone over at the Fighter and the Kids subreddit brought up a very interesting point that I had never actually considered. And it might go into not how crazy Brendan Schaub is, although he's still crazy, but just how plain stupid Brendan Schaub is. And their theory is Brendan Schaub might not be aware that stuff gets saved on the internet. Like, he might not be aware that when he says something, it gets recorded and it stays on the internet. And the only times he was ever made aware of it, he launched lawsuits and stuff like that. But I doubt that theory, though. Because this man pays attention to everything. Don't let him fucking fool you. He does. He pays attention to everything that's happening. Remember, when I was going to testify in that proceeding at that labor board on behalf of Mark Harley, they went to break, and then Brendan Schaub, during that break, went and watched my live streams and told the judge guy that I was live streaming. He watches everything. He's aware. He's just insane because he's surrounded himself with a bunch of people who I would assume are not allowed to ever call him out on anything. The guy says Super Bowl, and he has literally did ad reads for the Super Bowl and said Super Bowl in them. And he has a fucking producer sitting across from him, literally 3 feet across from him. And that producer, Chin, has never said, hey, you know you're not saying that, right? You're saying Super Bowl instead of Super Bowl, because he's so petrified to correct this dummy. And he knows he'll probably be fired if he ever attempted to do so. This man is certified. Oh, I said that wrong. Certifiably insane. He's crazy. He's literally out of his mind. That, like I hate to keep bringing up Gallo 24, but the fact that right off rip, they go to 24, and then he expounded on it, like I've always said about Schaub. If Brendan Schaub was walking down the street and a car pulled up, lowered their window, and said, hey, can you give me some directions? How do you get to Main Street? And Brendan Schaub had no idea, he would still give directions. You go 2 lefts down, you take a right, go for a half mile, and then it'll be on your right. And he'll get like detailed with it and actually give directions, even though he would have no idea. That's the mental illness that he has, that I believe. But this whole thing, this whole live stream just goes into the psychopath that he is. I mean, and like I said, the saddest thing is the people around him. And like having to defend him, like, I wonder what Chin was thinking when Schaub said that thing about, oh, just sign that deal with Podcast 1 2 months ago, biggest deal of my career. Chin's probably like, no, you didn't. And well, if you did, why the fuck are we in a smaller storage unit and you're crying about being broke? Like, but they just have to sit there and accept it. They have to write fake questions for him to answer. And they're only around because of what little money he has left that he's blowing through. The whole thing is sad, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.